Ba-ba-ba. Kayla!
I said, I don't even think that's even the right intro.
Not for us. That's a Bluey intro.
Oh, it is.
You know what I saw at Target today?
Bluey?
Yes. A Bluey sweatshirt? Is that what they're... Sweatshirt with no hood. A hoodie with no hood.
A
Is it a
sweatshirt.
sweatshirt?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hoodie with no hood. I'm going to call it that now. It's a hoodie with no hood.
Can you give me my hoodie with no hood, please?
They're like, a sweat. No. It's a hoodie with no hood. Can you go get that? They're...
A child with no child?
You know what? I'm going to do that to John now. And see how long it takes him to be like, what are you talking
What
about?
does that mean?
He's gonna be like searching and like, you know, the hoodie with no the hood with no hood. Like, can you find that for me?
Well, the reason I was thinking that is because it's the same material as a hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, it just doesn't have the hood.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, a sweater, I think of like a knitted sweater.
Yeah,
but I
that's
guess
what
a knitted sweater would be a knitted sweater.
sweater. Yeah.
I'm anxiety.
Yeah.
Brought to you in part by anxiety. Okay.
Yeah.
So today we do kind of have a topic.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I guess we could give the people some background.
Yes.
So we're not just some random chicks talking on this thing.
We just randomly met on the road and we're like, hey,
Want to start a podcast? And I was
you
like,
look cool. Podcast. Let's go.
hey, Hobo Joe. Yeah. No, I mean, probably should have done it in the first episode, but
Yeah.
because I don't think we've actually introduced ourselves in any of these episodes.
Nope.
So
we just said hi or welcome back or
you're back.
Yeah, like well, now you know our name. Get to know our names today.
And our backstories a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Kayla.
Hello.
This is my best friend.
And this is Summer, my best friend.
Hello. And if I refer to her as anything less, she corrects me.
All the time.
All the time. And then she tells my husband, anytime he says, I love you, she tells him.
She loves me more.
Which is true. Sometimes.
All the time.
But yeah, we've been friends, as we figured out in the last episode, going on 6 years.
Because it was after my 21st birthday.
Yes.
22nd birthday.
Long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could lost
Long
count.
enough that we can't go anywhere now.
No. We're locked in.
We couldn't from the beginning, so it's
No.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
I actually knew your dad, which is so funny. I knew your dad before I knew you.
Yep.
He's the one who told me I was probably lactose intolerant, which is always my go-to. He was my chiropractor when I was a teenager. He also met Trent because we went together.
Did he tell you what the heck were you thinking?
Trent wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It was when I tried to get back together with him. It was what was I thinking?
Yeah.
So yeah, I knew her dad, Dr. Hansen, and started a job at StarTech. Moved to a back corner, then moved to another spot, and I call it like the little nook.
Yeah, because I
loved that nook area though.
I tell John all the time about how much I missed working there just in that line of work. Because the fact that we did everything and anything except for actually work, because there was only like 3 months out of the year that we actually did work.
That was actually hard. Yeah. Playing cards,
sleeping,
everything. So this lady was over in her little cubicle because we each had our own little cubicles.
Yeah.
And I distinctly remember, so you had a black headband and your little maroon shawl. And when did I start? Like December, maybe January.
I think it was January because it was before my birthday that
that's right. Because we started talking
after my birthday.
Well, before your birthday, because I got you a birthday card.
Yeah.
So she's all quiet in the corner,
sleeping, as I do
all the time, not wanting to be there. 15 minutes late every day. Still defended her to the ends of the earth though, and we weren't even like best friends at the time. They're like, "Where's Kayla?" I'm like, "I don't know. She's probably here. She's probably in the bathroom or something."
In the bathroom.
So, for those of you who don't know, StarTech was a call center. We worked
not that type of call center, guys.
No scams.
Nope.
We worked on Experian, which is crazy to think of.
Yeah, considering that we didn't do anything with credit.
No, not at all.
Which was still misleading to me. I was like, Experian, credit line.
Yeah.
Credit cards. No.
And then at some point 3 months out of the year, we were doing taxes for Michigan.
Yeah,
So,
taxes and
I
insurance.
say no scam loosely
Yeah.
because God knows what the fuck we were doing.
I was so confused by that, but whatever. Experian
Yeah.
wants to do whatever they want to
Yeah,
do.
they wanna pay me, and I made a best friend, I'll take it.
Mhm.
So, saw her over in the corner, and I was like, "You don't talk much," and she kinda just looked at me like, "Please leave me alone."
I'm just here to do my job and
Sh
go
she's like,
home.
"I'm just here to take a nap."
Yeah, seriously.
Cuddle up in my shawl and hope the phone doesn't ring.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, I was like, "That's gonna change."
Yeah. Yep. Between you and what's her face?
Emily?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, she runs her own business now. She
That's
has a
awesome.
LLC
That's cool.
and, like, 2 kids.
Mhm.
Good for her. Anyway, yeah, so, I mean, really since then, I can't even remember the first time we hung out. Do you remember the first time we hung out outside work?
I think no. I think mostly. I think it was like a lunch break. We went to lunch. We decided to go to lunch at the same time. I think we went like Sonic or something for lunch.
That sounds correct. That
And
sounds right.
then since then we were like everyone was like, if Kayla's here, Summer's here. If Summer is here,
Kayla's
Kayla's
late.
late.
100%.
So yep.
Then I remember you got in your accident. You
Mhm.
got in a little accident. Um, but that was after your birthday. Your birthday rolled around.
Mhm.
I don't know why, because I normally didn't do it, but also birthdays to me, like for other people, are, just are so important.
Mhm.
I mean, I try to do something.
Right.
This year, unfortunately, I had John as my little runner man.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can take the credit. I don't care. Just
You're
make sure it gets done for her.
mhm.
So, um, birthdays are a big thing. I love celebrating other people's
Oh
birthdays.
yeah.
So, we were just vaguely friends. We just
Mhm.
chit chatted. I don't even think we went to lunch yet.
Mhm.
Got you a birthday card.
Mhm.
And then you're like, "Oh, okay." Like, really surprised by it. You're like,
Thanks.
"This weird ass
Yeah.
chick."
I was like, I mean we talk all the time, but
Yeah.
okay.
And I think from there, yeah, it just kinda
Mhm.
blossomed.
And then we started blocking out Emily because we realized that she was
Drama.
so much drama.
So stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, no, they were pretty cool. I miss Keegan.
Yeah.
I think about him every once in a while. I'm like, "Oh, he was such a cool
He
boss."
was so just wish I just still wish Experian was still a thing for here. I would still probably be there
I'd still probably be there too.
because it was great. Like we had basically you made your own hours kind of.
Well, and the
It
really
felt
nice thing
like
about it was I got used to hearing my voice. Not in a conceited way, but, like, I used to, like,
cringe.
yeah, I don't think I
Mhm.
could do this podcast
Mhm.
if it wasn't for Experian,
Yeah.
like, truthfully, and I learned such a good, like, customer service voice, I learned
How to handle
multitasking.
irate
Oh my
customers.
gosh, and I read so many books.
Mhm.
We weren't supposed to, but we did
Oh yeah. Like
because we had that book.com website or
yeah.
whatever. I read, like, over half those books that are on that bookshelf on that website. I just got the hard copy so I looked smart.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and then we started hanging out with Jessica,
Mhm.
and we'd go out, and then so that's January, February,
Mhm.
March, April, and then May was my 21st birthday.
Mhm. We went to Denver before your 21st birthday. Like
Did we
the
go to Denver?
yeah, because it was I think we went through 2
Because I
weeks
didn't have my
before.
ID yet. Yeah,
Mhm.
and you're like, "Just give her a drink." We were at
Yeah.
the Rockies game, I think. Oh, it was, like, literally, like, days before my birthday.
Yep.
I was like, "I'm literally gonna be 21 in, like, 5
Yep.
days."
Yeah, and then we went to the liquor store and I bought a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
And then
Epic.
we still didn't even drink the whole bottle of wine. I think
No,
we just tossed it out.
but that's our tradition, like,
Yeah.
anytime we'll take a Denver trip and
I freaking love Denver trips.
we go to a Rockies game, we get a
Mhm.
hotel, we
Mhm.
hang out in the pool,
Mhm.
Kayla sleeps in until noon,
All the time. I love to sleep,
and I sit
guys.
there just doing death eyes at her like, "I wanna do something,"
Yep.
because I don't know how to relax, and she tries to teach me how to relax through her sleeping.
Yep.
So,
Just close your eyes and sleep.
it used to get annoying.
Mhm.
Now I'm just like, I kinda
Teach me
actually
your
look forward
ways.
yeah, I kinda look forward to it, like, I think I need a Denver trip with Kayla because 'cause I'm really fucking stressing.
Mhm.
So,
'Cause
I was really hoping for it this last weekend,
I know
but financially, it's actually kinda good it didn't work out.
financially for us, it probably wouldn't have worked either. I think
I think during the summer, we'll be fine because then,
I'm gonna
1, we'll
go
have a
to
reason to go.
the
Rockies game.
eh,
Either a Cubs or a White Sox game when I'm in Chicago.
Lucky.
I know I want to. Oh, I'm so excited.
I
I'm
wish
so
Salt Lake
excited
had a
to get
baseball
moving.
stadium.
Because we would just start going to Salt
Salt
Lake.
Lake. I freaking love Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
And it's just so much nicer of a drive.
It's so much easier.
And honestly, I feel like there's a lot more to do there because I like Lagoon. I like their malls. I like
Mhm.
we could go to Park City.
And they have a pretty cool IMAX. I mean, I guess Denver has an IMAX theater, but you don't really go to Dave and Buster's for the IMAX theater.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, um, yeah, so I got fired from Star Tech
Mhm.
after you got moved to Blue Cross Blue Shield.
No, it was Alliance.
Oh, I was gonna say you weren't an Experian anymore, and I knew I had no fucking motivation to be there anymore.
I
They moved her across the building. What was I gonna do?
I literally was did the classes. I was like, "Oh yeah, this will be fine." And then got into the phone calls my first time. I was like, what is this? Oh, I can't do this. I can't do this." Yeah.
Oh my god, it's happening.
I was like, I should have just quit as soon as summer was done and be like, I can't do this with you
The
guys.
only job I've gotten fired from.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even, it was like a regretful fire too, because Jessica was like, yeah, they caught you on the camera on your phone. I'm like, I was working till like 10 p.m. with no calls. What did you want me to do?
Yeah. And I don't have my best friend.
Yeah,
What did you
I
want
would
me
have
to do?
practiced ways to hang myself with my headset.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then what did I do after that?
I think you started working because that was when did you meet Joel? Was that the same time frame you met Joel?
The end of 2019. So okay, do you remember Travis, the nurse?
No.
No,
Mm-mm.
we dated briefly.
I remember
He
the guy
showed up.
from Michigan. I remember the guy from that pizza place.
Ugh, don't remind me. Oh
And then
my
I remember
god, I had
Joel.
3 guys in one summer. That's weird. Not had like sexually. Not. I just
No.
went through them.
Yeah.
But like
Also, the guy from
so
Michigan was a douchebag. So he broke up with her at a baseball game over something stupid.
yeah. Yeah,
It was
over
dumb.
something I can't remember
It
what it
was like
was.
almost your birthday week and he broke up with you. And I was like,
Yeah, and we're sitting
what?
there trying to enjoy the game. It's like Autumn's
She's like
senior
trying
trip.
not to cry. And I was like, what the fuck?
Let's
Yeah.
go get you a daiquiri.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That was awful. But
That
okay, so
guy.
Travis was the nurse that came to the Halloween party when Maya, you and me showed up to my parents' Halloween party, or like Halloween. It was Halloween night and we had s'mores out in the front yard of Eastbrook and the projector on the side of the house and he showed up and he I don't know, he was a guy I was seeing for a little bit. We took trips to Montrose a couple of times. That's where I tried Crash Burger, and that's why Crash Burger is like my go-to place because we
Yeah.
tried that. I honey, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry, but that's like my go-to. Every time we go to Montrose, Joel and I go to Crash Burger. Um,
Yeah, I don't remember him. I remember Trent being there, but I don't remember Travis.
hmm. Well, and
He must
okay.
not have been very memorable if I can't remember
Oh, so
him.
we've hung out with him twice.
I'm
That's a
sure
crazy
we
thing.
did, but I
That
cannot
was a
remember him.
crazy summer because now I'm thinking back. We went to Country Jam,
Mhm. With Trent.
with Trent. That was fun though. That was
Yes.
so much fun.
Yep, and you were, like, wasted.
Hammered. I was toasted.
I, like, showed up after work, and she was, like, gone 2
4
sheets
sheets
to
to
the
the wind.
wind,
Yeah,
like,
I was done.
gone.
It was
Yeah.
great. I bought a whole pack. That was when Twisted Tea like just came
Mhm.
out too. So I
Mhm.
bought a whole pack of Twisted Tea
Mhm.
and I kept sneaking back to my car, which was parked in the VIP section. And
Yep.
I had Trent walk me in and out because I could not walk.
Yep.
And then I
Mhm.
would chug a drink on the way into the gate, buy one in the event,
Mhm.
drink it, go back out to there, chug one back up to the gate, buy one in the event.
Oh my
It
gosh.
was off all until you arrived, and then when you arrived, I stopped
Yeah.
because I was like, "God, she's taking forever. Like,
Right.
where is she at?"
Yep, I remember that. Mhm.
That was
Mhm.
so much fun.
Yeah,
God, that summer was crazy.
a lot.
We
Well,
went to Denver twice, at
mhm.
least.
Mhm. We went to Denver twice in 1 month
That's
because we
right,
went
beginning and end of May.
after your birth or the week of your birthday or after your birthday and the week a week to 2 weeks before your birthday.
Yeah,
Mhm.
about Mother's Day ish.
Mhm.
So that was fun. And then relationships, you were with a few people, I was with a few people.
I think at that point I was with CK, but then I was like, I was so over him because he was very clingy, and I
Was it the
was like,
Denver one?
no, that was the guy who lived in Olathe.
I
That
don't remember that one.
Yeah, he was the one that was like, I am so over him. Like, he's so clingy. He is always wants to like text, and he is always just wants to be.
Oh, yes, I do remember him.
And
Okay,
I was like,
yes.
I can't tell if he's gay or not, but like,
Yeah.
and he reminded me so much of Trent, and I kept telling you, I was like, Trent reminds me of CK. Like, I can't tell if he's gay or not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trent's a good guy.
He
He was a
is.
good friend.
Mm-hmm.
Um, definitely dodged a bullet though, so
Mm-hmm.
that's all right. Um, and then I met Joel in November.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then we did karaoke together,
Mm-hmm.
graduated college.
Summer did. I did not. I was not in college.
Not yet.
Nope, not yet.
I uh I went back in October and graduated in December
Mm-hmm.
with my baking and pastry brag moment. Baking and pastry certificate. Look where
Yes.
it got me.
Working at Shitty Market. But you also had your own business.
Yeah, that helps. It
Mhm.
definitely I feel like it helps. It gives me some bragging rights and it
Mhm.
lets me know that I know what I'm doing.
Mhm.
Um yeah, so that's kind of nice.
Mhm.
And then 2020
COVID. Boo.
and okay, this bitch went on a cruise right when COVID started.
I sure the heck did. Right before, like literally the cruise before it got shut down, because there was another cruise from on the California side that got shut down because they had exposure to COVID.
I was so scared to death for you
And the
because they
cruise,
like quarantined on the boat
yeah.
and I was like, I'm never gonna see her again.
It was literally the day after, like, I found out about it the day after I came back from
hmm
my cruise, that they were quarantined on that cruise,
Well, yeah, I
and
was
I was
texting you and
like,
I'm like, please tell me you made it back.
yeah.
Like, please tell me you're
Yep.
here.
Yep. No, I was like, wow, that was literally the last cruise before everything got shut down.
Yeah. Yep. And then you met Dustin, then Josh,
No, 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 no. So
or was it Josh, Dustin, Josh?
it was Shaden briefly,
Was
and
that
then
Eagle? No,
no,
Glenwood.
he was here. Um,
Oh, yes, yes.
Mhm.
hmm
It was Shaden, and then he didn't wanna date. So then I was like, "Fine, I'll go talk to someone else." And then it was Josh, and then we were talking for a good 6 months.
A while.
Mhm. And then he ghosted me, and then Dustin, which,
Was after
man,
we were married because you wanted to bring Josh to our wedding,
and he
and
ghosted.
I told you no,
Mhm.
unless he makes it official, no.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but, like, the week or 2 weeks before your wedding, he started to ghost me, and I was like,
Mm,
okay, well, fine then. Like, you could have just told me no, you didn't want to go.
yeah,
And then, so I was single for, your wedding was September, August.
August.
So September, November, December, January, February, March. I think I
Yeah, because
started
we moved
dating
April
Dustin in, yeah, May,
because
April, May.
we moved into the new place,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when you brought him over for dinner.
Yep. So April started dating Dustin for like a month.
The craziest thing.
The
What do you remember what I told you like the first night I met him?
Yes, you're like, seems he over exaggerates everything. And I was like, I know. It's very weird to me too that he doesn't have to over exaggerate to
Yeah.
me, but he
And I was like,
did.
that's like a sign of a liar. So just
Mhm.
be careful. And you're like,
Mhm.
oh, I know. I'll keep an eye out for that.
The funny part is that like I
I'm just glad I said something because I feel like if I wouldn't have said something and then I would have been afterwards, like, dude, I noticed that he was like lying. Like he
Mhm.
was just lying to
Yeah.
lie.
No, and the weird part is, before we before everything happened with him, I wanted to break up with him.
Really?
Yeah, because that's when I started going back over and hanging out with Josh.
Yeah, that's right. I
And
remember you telling me that, and I was like, don't do that. Like, if
mhm,
you want a relationship,
mhm. But no,
I was
like,
like, but
literally
you know that
everything.
best friend thing. It's like, girl, we broke up. "Oh, I'm so sorry,
Mhm.
but I cheated on him. It's okay, he probably deserved it."
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
100%
It was
me at the beginning of a
literally
relationship.
yeah. Um
Nowadays, I'm like, "Okay, Kayla, hey, buddy, hey, how
mhm.
you doing, friend?
Yeah.
How you doing?"
Yeah, no, I had after that conversation with me with your like he exaggerates everything. I was like, I know it's a little weird to me because like he doesn't need to
Yeah.
exaggerate. He already
He already
has me.
has you. Yeah.
And then like um Josh and I started talking back up again and it was like what a month, not even a month, like a few weeks later after Dustin and I started dating. And like I started going over to Josh's house and talking to him about like the problems that I was seeing
Mhm.
in the relationship. And he was like at that point he was also dating someone and
Oh, that's right, the same because he worked at City Market, a
yep,
chick from City Market.
he was dating a girl from City Market as well. And
That whole thing
they
was drama.
yeah, she didn't wanna put out, and she was also have, like, a OnlyFans. So,
Really? Oh, I didn't know that part.
yeah,
Oh,
and he
shit.
was like she has an OnlyFans, but, like, she never wanted to have sex with me, and I was like, "Yeah, where did your pen go?"
I have no idea. I found my coffee stopper. Oh, it's in my pocket.
Um, so then I went over and, like, we would sleep together and, like, we would just stay up and talk about our
He was
relationships.
good company for you, I think.
Mhm,
I think he was the male equivalent of what you needed. Like,
mhm.
you needed the
'Cause I think
company and compassion of a male.
he brought I feel like he brought out more of, like, my selfish side. Like, my
Like, your confidence?
mhm, because he was always like, "You're very beautiful. Like, you don't deserve
I did
Dustin."
notice after you got done with him
Mhm,
that your confidence did grow. That's when you turned into a bad bitch
mhm. Yeah.
in the best way.
Mhm.
Kayla is always I refer to her as my backbone. Like, when I talk about her, she's always been the one to, like, speak up.
Mhm.
I'll get soggy fries. I'm like, "Oh, they're a little soggy." She's like, excuse me? These fries are a little soggy?"
These are not good fries, I
"Yeah.
need new fries."
Can we get some new ones?" And I'm
Mhm.
like, "No, it's okay. It's fine." And
And I'll
she's
be
like,
like,
"No."
No, you paid hella money for these fries. You're not gonna go for some cheapo,
Yeah.
soggy, just sat in the air the oil
Barely tastes
fries."
good with ketchup fries.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, she helped me, literally, she was dyeing my hair,
Yeah.
and the neighbor was being an asshole,
Mhm.
and she popped out and was like, "Is there a problem?" And I was like, "Oh, shit.
Yep,
I'm in a
yep.
trash bag with my hair half orange," and I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, he was an asshole, man.
That guy, wish him well.
Mhm, mhm.
Mm.
But yeah, no, he 'cause remember, I was telling you that every time I would pray about if Dustin was the right one, Josh would be the one that would message me every single
I
time.
do remember that. Oh
Mhm.
my god, I forgot about that.
Yep, I would pray and I'd be like, "God,
Yeah, is
is
this it?
Dustin the right one?" And literally 2 seconds later, Josh would message me. And I'm like, "Okay, so this is a sign that he's not the right one."
Yeah, this is yeah.
And so I wanted to break up with Dustin, and then he fell and broke his arm.
Eh, serves him right.
And seriously. And then I was like, I would feel bad breaking up with him after that happened.
So we also don't have to have consent to use their names because 'cause we're not using first and last, just so you know.
Ah,
Yeah,
perfect.
I don't even know his last
I remember his last
name. Do
name.
you?
Yeah.
The little look on your face was so funny. It was so priceless.
But
Anywho, do you wanna
anywho,
tell the drama of that or no?
yeah. So he broke his arm, fell because he was a contractor,
Something.
something that he built houses, and he fell and broke his arm, and um,
Mind you, I was actually really excited for this relationship because I felt like Kayla finally found her little cowboy.
mhm,
He was very country, and he seemed to dote on you,
mhm,
honestly.
Mhm.
Like, he treated you the way you deserve to,
Mhm.
but then in the end, that is not the way you deserve to be treated.
Yeah.
That's not the way anybody deserves to treat you.
Anyone, but,
No one. All 3 of you in that situation. 3.
mhm.
3.
Mhm.
And children.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. So broke his arm, and then a few weeks later, I think I was going to work because just started working at, urology,
Mhm.
and he started ghosting me, and I was like,
Mm.
because I think something was coming up, and I was like, "Dude, like, what's going on? Like, why are you ghosting me?" So then I called him.
Katie's wedding. No, because she
Mm-mm.
got married before us.
Yeah, because he liked Justin. Him and Justin were good friends.
Mm.
Mhm. And,
That all tracks now.
right. And, um, called him, he answered, and I was like, "If you're gonna ghost me, like, just be done with the relationship. Like, I am not gonna be in a
Yeah.
relationship where I can't feel like I can talk to you, even though, like, we're in town, like, we live 5 minutes away from each other."
Yeah. Yeah.
And that day, I was really sad, I cried. I didn't even know why I cried because I was, like, over him originally.
Well, it still hurts.
Mhm.
Still fucking hurts. There's
It
still
really does.
feelings there.
Mhm. And then, I think, like, 2 days later, I looked up because he blocked me on, like, everything. Facebook, TikTok, I don't think we followed each other on Instagram, but Facebook and TikTok,
Was
and
it me who found the engagement pictures or was it
it
you?
was me because I looked him up because I was like, maybe there's another." I was like, "Maybe I need to do a background check on this guy." And I looked him up, and I found his wedding website with the girl he was
That's right,
marrying.
Brienne or Brianna or something like
Bree,
that, yeah.
yep. And,
And then we found her TikTok page and we
mhm.
saw somebody commenting under there,
No,
like,
it was
what?
her Facebook because I was like, "Hmm."
No,
So then I
because on
looked it up.
TikTok, that's where we found Sarah.
Yes.
So she was commenting on Dustin. That's where I found it because he
Mhm.
had you blocked.
Mhm.
And I was like, there's some other chick commenting on his stuff. And you're like, what do you mean? And I looked on there and I messaged her.
Mhm.
And I was like, what? How do you know this guy? And
Yep.
she's like, he's been living with me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm
Mhm.
like,
What the
what?
fuck?
And
Yeah.
so I was like, sent Kayla all the receipts. And I
Mhm.
was like, bitch, like, there's another woman.
Yep. And
So not just
then
one,
no,
not
there was
two.
3 different women,
Yeah.
and then so I looked at her Facebook, Bree's Facebook, and his old baby mama from Utah had posted, "Wow, this is so sudden." And so I messaged her. I was like, "Yeah, the reason why it's so sudden is because he was dating me." And
Literally last week.
yeah, she was like, so I told her everything. I was like, "Yeah, we were dating. We've been dating for like a month, and then all of a sudden he just ghosted me. And then I found the wedding stuff." And she was like, "Yeah, that makes sense for him." And I was like,
Uh,
"Huh?"
what does that mean?
I was like, she was like, "Well, I am the mom of his daughter." And
Didn't he end
um,
up having like 3 kids too?
no, he only had one kid.
I thought he had a little boy.
He probably had a little boy with Bree, but that would be his second kid.
Huh.
Mhm. But I was like, "Okay, well, since she was like, is there anything that you want me to tell him?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want you to tell him to come get his shit because he left me his boxer. He left a pair of boxers, a jacket that she bought him, like his hoodie that she bought him,
Yeah.
and 2 shirts." And I was like, "Tell him that he needs to get a hold of me and that either he comes and grabs them or I'm throwing them in
Burning
the
him.
trash or
Yeah.
burning them." So she messaged him and he never responded. And at that point in time, he was also working at the rodeo at the sheriff's posse.
Mhm.
And I went down there and I was like, "Hey, is Dustin here?" And he was like, "No, he's not here." And I was like, "Okay, well, will you let him know that I'm trying to get a hold of him because I want him to get his stuff. Like, I don't want any of his stuff. I don't want anything of him."
Yeah.
Um, so that happened, and then Sarah reached out to me because you called me and told me, and I was like, "Yeah, have her send me the information." So we started talking, and then we both messaged Bree and was like, "Hey, just so you know, like, here's all the text messages he's been sending us." And Sarah was so graphic with everything that he was doing to her. I was like, "Ma'am,
Eh,
I don't want to know your sex life."
yeah, it
She
was a
was
lot.
too much.
I even babysat our kid at some point.
Mhm. Yep. And so we sent Bree everything, and then she blocked us.
Yeah, and she still ended up going through with marrying him.
Mhm. And
Like,
then a
long story
year
short,
later,
yeah,
she's divorced from him now
yeah.
because he probably was lying and cheating on her.
You wanna know the crazy thing? Mainly talking to the audience, this isn't the first time that happened to you, that a guy was dating you and another person,
Yeah, because
at least in our friendship.
yeah, I think Josh did it too.
No, so remember Hannah and Ryan?
Oh, yeah. I forgot Ryan.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that
so
shit was
Ryan was before
crazy.
Shaden and Dustin.
That was our, like, first little sting operation because I
Mhm.
played Riley,
Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah.
and he fell for it.
Mhm.
Fucking idiot.
Yep,
And
and
I
I
think I was
like
dating Joel too at the time. Oh,
mhm.
no, no, no.
No,
I
you
was
were
with somebody.
you were talking to the guy from the pizza shop.
Yeah, we were never a thing.
Mm-mm. But you guys were still talking.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Oh,
Anyway,
well.
yeah.
He lost out. Oh, well. Um, oh,
Motherfuckers.
Brian.
The fact that it happened like twice within 2 years is crazy.
It wasn't even 2 years. It was like a year and a
Yeah, I was trying to
half.
give you some grace.
The it
This
was
town is
so fucking
crazy.
funny. That's so funny. I forgot about Ryan.
And
He was also an alcoholic too,
the
so
fact that Hannah went back to him too. I'm like, "You have 2 kids, chick."
yeah,
Like,
and
come
she
on.
had him around, and they moved in together, and, like, I was like,
Gross.
"Girl, you're staying with an alcoholic
Gross.
who has Crohn's disease and does not wanna change his lifestyle."
Gross.
Mhm.
That's caca.
Yeah.
Don't like that.
I the funny part is that, like, the day that Ryan and I were supposed to meet for our first, like, meeting together, he had found out Hannah had broken up with her boyfriend. Because remember, Hannah was working with us at Experian and was dating one of the guys there.
Yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
Uh, you know the bitch who tattled on me? The one who was dating the bald guy?
Mhm.
I see her in my store all the time with her ragamuffins.
Really?
Yes.
I don't even know if they're still together.
I don't know either.
'Cause I know
I
she
don't
wanted
pay
him
enough
to
attention. I try not to stare.
yeah, I know she wanted him to marry her, but he was, like, kind of a
He was weird. He was an odd duck. She was really weird, but he was like,
she was so controlling,
I
though,
feel
of
like
that
he knew
relationship.
better. Yeah, I feel like he knew
Mhm.
better. Um, we can go to number 5. Where are we now? I mean, we've come through a total of probably
17,000 relationships.
at least 17,000 and a half.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
now we've landed.
Mhm.
I'd say we're pretty steady right now.
Colleges.
College,
Mhm.
jobs.
Mhm.
And it's been a
Summer's
whirlwind.
married, me getting engaged.
I'm getting married
This year in
September.
6 months.
I know.
6 months. I only have 6 months. I'm
Yeah,
I am
6 months to back out.
I I am excited, and I'm also, like, I feel like I got a lot of things
To do?
basic of the planning done, but I feel like I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be done. So I'm like, I don't know what to
Well,
do.
I don't know. I'm sure you saw the meme I sent you. Don't stress about it.
Mhm.
I mean, if it's going to be one day,
Mhm.
it's your entire lives.
Yeah.
So it's going to be okay. Um, the reason I didn't throw a huge wedding for multiple reasons, but the biggest one was it was my day.
Mhm.
And I'm not going to throw a huge party for everyone else.
Yeah.
Like, why stress myself out on a day that's supposed to be for me
Mhm.
and my love to make everyone else happy?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that's something you have to remember. It's your day.
Mhm.
What
No,
you say
my
goes, what you want goes. If
yeah.
you want to throw a huge ass party,
Oh,
let's do
yes.
it. Let's do it. Let's fucking party until the sun comes up.
Mhm.
I don't care. I'm 100% there to support you. You're
Thank
my
you.
best friend.
Thank
So,
you. No,
yeah.
that's what my, provider told me too. She was like, "Just remember, your wedding day is your guys' day. Like,
Yep.
there's gonna be things that's gonna happen. No one will notice them except for you.
Yep.
Like, the smallest things, no one else will notice. You will be the only one that notices.
Yep.
It just don't."
And don't let it ruin your day.
Mhm.
Focus on the good.
Mhm.
It's the first day of the rest of your life.
Yep.
Oh, I'm
So,
so excited for you.
yeah, engaged. Summer's married. Summer's working at City Market. I'm working at Appleton as a medical assistant.
Somewhat following our careers. I
Mhm.
started as a cake decorator, or like
Yep.
our dreams.
Mhm.
Ideally, my dream would be to own my own place.
Mhm.
But this place is so saturated with local bakeries that
You
I
would
don't think
have
I'd
to
thrive.
move
Yeah,
somewhere else to do so.
yeah. Kayla keeps threatening to leave me.
Yes, I don't wanna stay here in Grand Junction.
I don't blame her. I don't either. But I have
Mm-mm.
a husband who was born and raised. Well, not born, but raised.
You know what? Just gotta explore your options. And even if you come back and you're older, at least you've lived your life somewhere else that's not here.
Exactly. And you know how close we were to moving to Arizona?
Just move to Texas with us.
Don't tempt us because I think he
To
wants to. We thought
Florida.
about moving to Abilene
I
too.
love Florida since being from there.
She got me all excited, and if I wouldn't have married my husband, I would have definitely moved with
Yep.
her. 100%. I was like,
Mhm.
let's do this, bitch. Let's go.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Yep. Yeah.
Miami, here we come. I've never
y-
been, but let's go.
I
I think the
freaking love.
humidity would have killed me, and we probably wouldn't be friends anymore because I'd
Yeah.
be like, it's too fucking hot.
I'm going home.
I miss
Bye.
my mountains.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. No, I think Texas or Georgia. I don't want to be in Florida.
I don't blame you. It's too humid.
Texas is humid too.
Texas is humid too, but it's also so flat. Oh my god, the week I was there, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get sick.
Mhm.
Like, where's the elevation?
Mhm.
I need fresh air.
Yeah. No. I don't know. We're still deciding on where we want to move to, but he's enjoying his job, so he might stay here for
I
a long
really
time.
would like to live in Northern California. It's so different than Southern. It's
Uh,
so much more lax,
well,
and you get the mountains and the forest.
that's true, but
And
also the fires.
no, not as bad as Southern.
Really?
Yeah, because it's more like wet up there.
Mm.
It's like Oregon. Like when you think of Oregon or Washington, it's kind of like a degree of that.
Just a little bit more sunnier.
Yeah,
Mm, okay,
I
got it.
could I could 100% live in like
Mm.
Oregon weather.
Really?
I thrive in gloomy. It makes me so happy.
I would be sleeping on a constant basis.
I'm okay with that too. Soup and sweaters. I'm
Reading a
all,
book.
oh my gosh. Anytime it gets gloomy here, I'm like, please
Mhm.
stay forever. You make me so happy.
Yeah, it's always the time where you're working though, so you're like,
And I work in a building with no fucking windows, so I don't even get to enjoy it. I don't
no.
even get to look out the windows and be like, wow, it's so beautiful out there. I'm like, what's the weather like out there?
We do that all the time at Appleton because we have, like, so many windows. So we're like,
Tell me
"It's
about your fishbowl work.
snowing. It's snowing outside. It's
And I'll tell you
raining.
about
It's
my cardboard
windy."
box.
So,
But
yeah, and
um where do we see ourselves in the future? I mean, no
hopefully
matter
having kids.
yeah, no matter moved apart or together, I mean, obviously we're still going to be best friends. I
Mhm.
hope. I pray and hope and pray.
Well, you're
We've
not
made
going
it this
anywhere, so,
far. Yeah.
you're stuck.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and seriously, like if you moved, I think Joel would be like,
Now, like, my best friend is gone, so this whole cup, like
that's why you didn't want to go snorkeling.
well, they didn't so they gave it after everyone was snorkeling, after everyone came back, but
Mm,
because
you
I
were sneaking
stayed
it
no,
before.
so because I stayed on the boat, they were like, "Do you want some since you're still on the
You're
boat?"
like,
I was like,
yeah,
"Yeah, why not?"
I'll take 3.
I also had a big old, like, shot of rum in Haiti for my shot glass that I have from Haiti. They were like,
Nice.
$20 for the shot glass. I was like, "Okay, cool."
Dang.
I gave him the shot glass
20
and
Haiti dollars?
no, American dollars.
Ooh.
I think it was less, actually, I think it was 10.
Okay.
Um, so I gave him the $10 bill and he was like, "For you to get this, you have to take a shot out of it." And I was like, "Okay." And they're like, "No, we're not serious." I was like, "You said take a shot from it, so give me the shot."
Yeah.
And it was rum, like plain rum, and I was like, I drank it down, nothing. Like just like it was water. Maya was like, I wanna try it." And she bought one too, and they poured rum into it. And she's like, "Oh my god." I was like, "Yeah, that'll definitely grow some hairs on your chest." And just sat back down.
See, I never really understood why people said that. But it definitely makes you feel like some hairs are sprouting right out of
Yeah,
your chest because
it
it
was it
burns.
was my chest was so warm, but
Yeah.
it was pretty good. But yeah, I don't think they were expecting because I think most people who take shots were like, "Oh my god, that's so strong." And I
Yeah.
was like,
You just didn't make a face, and they're
"No," I was
like,
like,
"She can have it for free."
"Yeah." They're like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "It was good. It wasn't bad. It was sweet, but it burned. Definitely burnt going down."
Yeah. I mean, as rum does.
Mhm.
I don't do straight liquor like that.
I don't do straight liquor either, but that one was like when you first taste it, like you
Was
don't
it dark?
taste. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't taste the alcohol into it yet. And then you just swallow it and that's where you're like, "Oh, that's
Yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah.
That's
Your
pure."
esophagus is like, "Oh."
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, "Keep a straight face, keep a straight face."
They're like, "This bitch is dying on
Yeah.
the inside."
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. It was good. It was a cool trip. But no, I would never do snorkeling. I don't ever want to do snorkeling.
I would never do scuba.
I think I wanna do scubaing,
Mm-mm.
but not by sharks. Hell no. I wanna do it right by a reef.
I
That's it.
don't know if you know this, but sharks are in the ocean.
Gosh dang it. I thought they were in lakes.
I'm gonna book an excursion. If you let me plan your vacation, it's gonna be specifically cage diving with sharks.
Oh, no.
Yes, I
Nope.
want you to poop your pants, and
Nope.
I want John to take a video. I think it'd
N
be hilarious.
Hell to the
You're like, "I
no.
got a scuba suit turd."
Nope. It has to be like a clear box that has breathing holes. That's it.
Yeah, it's gonna be
And
a cage.
no,
Yeah,
no.
and you're gonna
When
be in
I
a
when I
scuba.
think of when I think of cage, I think of like bars,
Mhm.
not like no, no, no. I just want a box
Why do you
that's
want a
closed in.
box? They'll bite right through the box.
They can bite the box out as much as they want. It's gonna be tough enough that I don't have to deal with them biting me.
What do you think the box is made of?
Plexiglass.
Honey,
Reinforced for shooting guns. Doesn't break.
you're Delulu. I feel like the box would break. You just sucker punch him in the eye.
No, it's the nose.
Is it the nose?
Yeah.
You can poke him in the eye too.
Also, if you push their nose up,
If you make
I've
him stop swimming.
also if you make them flip over, it makes them into a comatose state.
If you call Aquaman.
I don't want to do that.
If you
Aquaman.
"Ah."
They'll be like, "Shut the fuck up."
This bitch thinks mermaids real.
Yeah, no. No, I'm good.
People are food, not friends.
Nah. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's when you sacrifice John. You're like, this is what our marriage really was for.
was this was it.
You're my
Sorry, babe. I
to-go
loved you.
human sacrifice.
Yep.
You're like, when I'm in a pinch, it's it will always
I love
be you.
I will admit to it.
Slowly pull him into the cage. I love you so much.
That's what we were showering and he was like he did something and I was like, "Yeah." And if the cops or the ambulance came, they'd be like, "What happened?" And he was like, "Yeah, I would just tell them that um I fell." And I'll be like, "No, I would tell them I hit you because I would have hit you and it would have been my fault." And he was like, "No, I would just tell them, don't listen to her. I fell." And I'm like, "No, listen to me. I did it." He was like,
I'd be like,
"No."
no, listen to me, the invisible man. And then he'd be like, this cocaine again, Summer, really?
Yeah. I was like, "No, I will admit to my mistakes and tell them I did it." And he was like, "No, I will tell them you were lying and I fell and I hurt myself." And I'm like, "No." But I was like, "Oh my god, stop it."
He's fighting for your dignity.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
Um, Hopefully this episode helped you guys get to know us a little bit better. At
Maybe
least
it confused you.
probably
Probably
confused you.
probably did.
It's
They're
all
probably
right.
they're probably like, "What happened about Ryan?"
Yeah. What they say about a Ryan guy? And then Summer said she
Hannah?
was Riley?
Right?
I'm confused.
Story for next time.
Join the club.
Mhm.
I think that's gonna about wrap it up.
Mhm.
Thanks for spending time with me.
Yes.
Even though I have to be up at 5, I'm not super excited about it.
It's fine. I still have to go home and shower and
Ugh,
then wake up for, work in the morning too.
showering's a
Since
choice.
since Mr. Johnny Boy does not have to work tomorrow.
We'll see how long it takes
Selfish.
him to get out of the house today. Get out of here today.
Oh, it's gonna take him at least 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
They're gonna be
So
like, make another podcast. I'm like, no.
no.
No. Love you, but no.
Yeah. Looks like you're staying the night, buddy.
Mhm,
But
mhm,
yeah, hopefully you got to know us. And yeah,
mhm, mhm.
I think that's it.
I think so.
Thanks for joining us, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.